Check, check. Well, good morning. And if you start your activity monitor or use your activity monitor, go ahead and start it. We will start with some standing postures. Before that, let's just go ahead and calm down or settle down. Your hands in prayer position. Slowly breathe in and out. And as you breathe, follow the breath. So when you follow the breath, you got to follow it all the way in, right as it enters the nostrils. And you will feel that warming up within the nose. And the energy reaches down, filling the lungs, warms up your trunk. So there's a lot of things that goes on. And just follow the breath out as you exhale. So the more you listen or follow the breath, the less your mind gets distracted. That's the idea. So let's go ahead and warm up a bit since it's early in the morning. Go ahead and work your fingers in and out a few times. Rotate your hands at the wrists. And in the other direction as well. Stretch your arms out and work at the elbows. Inhale out, exhale in. All these warming up, do it slowly. Trying to observe or observing what's happening actually as opposed to just rushing through the movements. Okay, let's release. Now let's work the neck. Go ahead and look over your left shoulder and your right. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Back to neutral. Look up as you inhale. Exhale down. And then rotate your head slowly. Continue to breathe as you rotate the head. and in the other direction. And back to neutral. We're going to warm up the legs as we do the postures. So let's go ahead and start with Tadasana. So keep your feet together or about hip width apart. Bring your arms up. Interlock the fingers, pointing the index fingers at the ceiling. Slow inhalation as you inhale, feel the energy rising. Stretching into your fingertips. Exhale, letting go. So as you inhale and exhale, you also create space, or you move the vertebrae actually. So make sure you work your spine. And you don't have to strain to do any of this. Each posture we hold for about 8 to 10 breaths, and each breath, inhalation and exhalation, typically a good one, will last you about 6 to 8 seconds or even more. Now go ahead and bend to your left. Not a deep bend, but right from the hip up. Continue to breathe. Come back up to neutral, and now you are bending to the other side. So you should feel that nice opening on the open side on the left this time for me, left at the chest. Try to fill that space with energy, or at least feel the energy there. And come back to neutral. Okay, shake your arms. Release. Okay. Now let's go ahead and practice some hero postures. Get into a stance about 5 feet apart, or 3 to 4, whatever is comfortable. Normally you can just jump into that posture. That's a good distance between the feet. Point the left foot to the side, right inside, arms up parallel to the mat, look over the left shoulder, scan your body length, make sure you're relaxing as many of the muscles as possible, especially in the legs. Now bend the front leg at the knee. Okay. Try to get the thigh as horizontal as possible. Rotate the hips rotate the trunk at the hips. Okay. And your arms up. come back to neutral, shake your legs. And let's try the same two postures on the other side. So go back into a stance, right foot to the side, left inside. Arms parallel to the mat, look over the right shoulder. So when you hold this posture, as you breathe, you can feel that energy rising and falling along with your breathing. Now rotate your trunk at the hips, get your thigh as horizontal as you can, then arms up, hold and breathe. And release. Okay, again back to neutral, shake your legs. Now let's try the tree or the vrikshasana. So you want to stand on one leg. I'm starting on my right, folding the left into the right. If you can, now if you find this hard, you can just place that right, so the other leg, other foot slightly on the floor on the other leg and try to balance as much as you can. Okay. Hands in prayer position or extended to the sides, eyes on the ground. And release. Okay, shake your leg. Now let's try the same on the other side. So I'm standing on my left, right into the left, eyes on the ground, hands in prayer position. Okay. If you find it hard, you can actually spread your arms out. And release. Okay, shake your leg. Now try the standing chair. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And you want to sit down. You want to lengthen your spine. Make sure your kneecaps are behind the toe as you look down. Then look ahead, hold and breathe. And release. So when you do that standing chair, you should feel that energy in your legs. Okay, that's what is strengthening. And it's great for your kneecaps. You got to do that daily, and you'll notice the difference. If at all you start to have, let's say you're not doing yoga and you're feeling some pain in your kneecaps, the standing chair is a good one to counter that. Okay, so now let's do some Surya Namaskars, and we'll do with half sun salutation, and then we'll do intermediate sun salutation. I'm going to turn this side, okay, and start with prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up parallel to the mat, hands on the legs, hold and breathe. Try to flatten the lower back. Breathe a couple of times. So this is warming up for your actual sun salutation. Now exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, and back to prayer position. So early in the morning, if you haven't warmed up, it's going to be a little tight, but just do whatever you can. Again, stand in prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up parallel to the mat. Hold and breathe. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Now you can feel that energy flowing within. Let's increase that a bit, okay? So start with prayer position. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, lunge, left leg back. And then downward dog. And then 8-point stretch. Exhale. 8 points, 2 feet, 2 knees, chest, hands, and the chin. Inhale, upward dog. And downward dog. Right foot to head lunge. And exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Back to prayer position. Let's do one more. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, right foot to the back lunge. Downward dog. And 8-point stretch. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot to head lunge. Standing forward bend. Exhale. Inhale. Back bend, back to prayer position. Let the breathing settle down. And now we'll get down to the mat. Sit in easy posture. Now, a lot of standing, postures on this mat we are doing to warm up our middle. That way we can do the forward bend much more easily, okay? So let's go ahead and take the hands to the back, hold the right wrist with the left hand, and you are going to bend towards the left knee, trying to keep your spine as lengthened as possible. Hold and breathe. Come back up. Now switching hands at the back, hold the left wrist and bend towards the right knee. And then bring both the hands to front, walk the fingers away, head down, hold and breathe. And back to easy posture. Now bring both your feet together in front. Okay. Hold the toes, pull them up as you press the knees down. This helps you sit up straight. That means freedom to breathe well. So as you breathe, let the breath go all the way deep down. Let the energy reach down. Slow, easy breathing. Now inhale, raise your knees up, exhale down, warming up your thigh joint. And release. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will try the half lotus. So with the half lotus, you take one foot and place it on the opposite thigh. Okay. And try to sit up. This gives you more stability. Okay, so continue to breathe easy. Well, for those of you who can, if you can do the full lotus, go ahead and place the other foot on the opposite thigh. Again, you don't have to do it. It takes probably months and years to get into this, but see what you can do. But at least try the half lotus. It gives you some additional rotation in your knee joints, which can be healthy if you have a healthy knee right at this point. So now let's say you are in the easy posture. Let's practice Uddiyana Bandha. Okay, Uddiyana Bandha or the abdominal lock. So you inhale and you expel the air quickly, and then it creates a vacuum inside, and then you relax your diaphragm. And you just, what you want to do is to pull up the diaphragm so that you can see that vacuum right below your ribs, okay, rib cage. So let's try to do that. You can lean forward, that helps you. So go ahead and inhale. Expel the air quickly and pull the diaphragm up into the spine as you hold the vacuum. Whenever you're ready, just let go. Breathe easy. So when you do the abdominal lock, the diaphragm actually comes up and stays static. For those of you who can, you can relax that and then try to move the diaphragm back and forth. That's also possible. It's not It kind of looks or feels difficult, but with some practice you'll be able to do that. So let's give it a try, whatever you can. And release. So this abdominal lock, you try to hold it for 8 breaths or 16 breaths. As long as you're comfortable, okay? And people combine that abdominal lock with the throat lock. So the throat lock is when you drop your chin into the throat. Okay, so you warm up that throat chakra. That's how it works. So let's give that a try. So you're going to combine abdominal lock as well as the throat lock. So go ahead and expel the air, create the vacuum, suck the diaphragm up. At the same time, press the chin down, hold, and see how long you can hold. And release whenever you have to. So before we do the forward bend, let's try the twist. So go ahead and place the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Take your left hand to the back, resting it slightly behind the back, keeping your spine straight. Look over the left shoulder. Nice, easy breathing. And release. Now we're going to try the twist on the other side. So left hand on the outside of the right knee, right hand to the back. So your hand at the back props up your spine. Okay, that way it keeps it up and straight. Look over the right shoulder. Nice, easy breathing. So when you breathe in this posture, you got to feel the movement in your vertebrae. So that's the best part of this half twist. It creates movements for your vertebrae, which is not possible in daily life. You might bend forward or slightly backward sometimes, but this twist actually opens up spaces between the two vertebrae and lets the circulation gets in and be more effective. And release, come back to neutral. Okay, now we are ready for the forward bend. So we do the forward bend slightly differently, make it a little easier. So go ahead and keep your legs out to the sides and hands on the left. Slowly slide the hands down as you bend to the side, with each exhalation letting go of your trunk. Since it's the morning, it might be even more difficult, but just see what you can do. and come back up. So with about 8 breaths, I was able to reach my forehead to the knees. Again, you don't have to do that, but just make sure you get that slightly extra stretch in your lower back. That's a good thing, and your calf muscles and all should be relaxed as you do this. Okay, let's keep a try on the right side. And come back up. Okay, that's a good stretch for your legs. Let's go ahead and do Baddha Konasana again. So feet together, pull the toes up as you press the knees down, sit up straight, breathe. Okay, release. Now try this balancing posture. So it's a variation of the boat. So what you want to do is to stretch your legs up, okay, and balance on the tailbone. Okay, release. Now if you find that hard, you can try the classic boat. And in the boat, what we do is to just raise the legs up, balancing again on the tailbone, and your hands can be providing some sort of support. So in this posture, you try to lengthen your abs as much as possible, of course. Now release. Okay, now let's get down to the mat and rest on the trunk, on the back. So first off, let's try this lying bound angle. So feet together, drop each knee to its side. Take your time, let yourself settle down. Let go of your lower back. So if it arches up, that's perfect. There could be a gap between your back and the ground, that is fine. If you need to, you can support that space with a folded cloth. Even the legs, you can support it. If you find it hurtful, don't do it. But otherwise, you can form a fist with your hands and move it progressively away. And so that way you're deepening your bound angle. Hold and breathe. Then slowly bring both the knees up together. Now stretch your right leg out on the mat. Pull the left knee into your chest. So you are applying a healthy, gentle amount of pressure on your lower abdomen. Deep breathing. Now let's try the Vayumuktasana. So what you do here is to inhale, and as you come up to the knee, you expel the air quickly, okay? So you're still holding your knees or your knee, and inhale, come up and expel. Down, inhale, up, exhale. So as you do this, you feel that ab crunch, that's a good thing. So let's try it on the other side. So right leg in, folded in, hold and breathe first. Next, again inhale, come up and exhale. Good. Now let's bring both the feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees, arms to the side, palms down. Okay? Inhale, gently lifting the hips up into the bridge, but let's lower the hips down. We are just warming up the back here. Inhale up and down as you exhale. One more time. Next time you inhale, hold the lift up into the bridge. Continue to breathe. Keep your legs parallel to each other. Try to breathe or engage the top of your lungs as you breathe. Good, great posture actually for the legs. The back will be relaxed actually. So there's a lot of people thinking the back will be, you got to engage the back, it will be stiff, but no, most of the lifting is done by your legs. So the back is more relaxed. The back is relaxed, but however the back does stretch actually, of course, because of the lift. And slowly releasing the hips down. Okay, now pull both your knees into your chest, lift the head off the mat, and you can rock on the small of your back. So if you have problems or if you have difficulty doing the forward bends, that's because of your tight calf muscles. Okay, so a good way to work your calf muscles is, let's stretch that right leg out and hold the left toe and press it down on the side. Okay, first, this is the first step. And then as you hold the toes, try to straighten the leg now. Okay, so to whatever extent you can. Again, see, you can feel that calf muscle stretching. So see how much you can comfortably hold that stretching. Okay, and so this is a good way to keep your calf muscles active, young, and be able to lengthen it. Okay, let's try it on the other side. So I am pressing the right knee into the side. And then stretching that right leg out. It can stay up, it can come down, whatever. Whatever is comfortable for you, that's the key actually, okay? Never push yourself to do more than what you can in a yoga class. Okay, so that's a great stretch for your leg. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to turn ourselves to rest on the trunk. Fold your arms so that your fingers are in line with the crown of your head. So let's do the half cobra first. Inhale, push the chin up, lifting the trunk without using the arms or without engaging the arms. Exhale down. Try it a few more times. Inhale up, down as you exhale. Next time you inhale, hold and breathe. Again, you're not engaging your arms here. Now engage your arms into the cobra. So in the cobra, you push with your arms gently into the back, but your elbows are tucked into the body and you're not using full strength, okay? Let's hold and breathe. And slowly release. Take your hands to the back, chin on the mat, palms up. Inhale, right leg up, exhale down. Few more times. Next time you inhale, hold that leg up, continue to breathe. And release. Now let's try the same thing with the left leg. Left leg up as you inhale, down as you exhale. Couple more times. And then hold as you inhale, continue to breathe. And release. Okay, and let's push ourselves up and come down to diamond posture. Now let's get into pigeon. So go ahead and sit with your left leg folded, right leg extended to the back. If you can, keep that thigh facing the mat, otherwise facing the side. Sit up as much as you can, hold and breathe deep. Okay, now just go ahead and rest forward, forehead on the mat if you can. Come back up, now switch sides. Sitting with your right leg folded, left extended to the back, hold and breathe. And you want to rest the forehead on the mat. come back up. Now let's stretch both the legs to the front. Place your hands at the back, fingers pointing away, and pressing the heels into the mat, lifting the hips up into the reverse plank. If you find it hard, just try to shift the weight onto your arms with yourself seated on the mat still. Okay, so just try to shift the weight to the right to the arms. That way you start strengthening the arms, upper arms and shoulders. If you can, go ahead and try the reverse plank in full. As you hold this, breathe through the top of your lungs, meaning engage the top of your lungs. And release. Okay. Now bring both the feet together. Okay, we are going to do slightly a dynamic posture, part of Tibetan yoga. Keep your feet hip width apart. Inhale, pushing the hips up. Okay, so your trunk is parallel to the mat. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Few more times. 5 times at least. And release. Okay, so that's good. So this is a great workout for your arms. Let's go ahead and wind up with some meditation. Typically you practice Shavasana at the end of asanas, but I will leave that to you after the session. But now, first let's let the breathing come down. Sit with your back straight. You can form a loop with your index and thumb fingers, stretching the rest out. So what we are doing is the chin mudra. Okay, so chin mudra, the significance basically is that you are receiving energy that's being sent to you. Okay, that's why you keep your arms open and wide, and the loop with the index and thumb fingers means that you are trying to retain that energy within yourself. Okay, so it's not dissipated when you keep all the fingers open and spread out. Whatever you are receiving is being dissipated. When you form that loop, it kind of stays within. Okay, so that's kind of a mental note. Now we did Jalandhara Bandha earlier, right? The throat lock. Let's practice Jalandhara Bandha here one more time. And the way we do Jalandhara Bandha is we inhale and we hold our breath. Okay, in Uddiyana Bandha we expel the air and create vacuum. In Jalandhara Bandha we hold our breath. And as we hold the breath, we drop the chin, lock the throat, continue to hold as long as we are comfortable. Let's try it a couple of times. Okay, and then come back to breathing normally. And lastly, let's practice some Ajna Chakra meditation. Ajna Chakra is the wisdom chakra, the space between the two eyebrows, which is the third eye. The significance of the third eye is that it looks inside, whereas the other two look outside. So as you inhale, you want to feel that energy entering your body and slowly converging onto the Ajna Chakra. And then exhale, when you exhale, just let go. If your mind wanders, you gently bring it back to the wisdom chakra. Now, finally, you can end the session with some chanting, whatever you feel mentally. A shloka, a simplest of the mantras is so, hum. As you inhale, you hear the sound so, that means I. And as you exhale, you hear the sound hum. Am him. I am him. That's what it means. Try whichever mantra comes to your mind. Okay, so that ends today's class. Keep that balance what you have now for the next half hour at least without engaging in any rigorous activity. Enjoy the day. If you have any feedback, let me know. Thank you for attending. Keep up your practice.